here. He is coming.
Formal here, isn't it? I decided, I always like to wear something that's kind of fun and hip. Well, fun and hip, not really. We geeks now are hip, that's the problem. Fun and hip, and I couldn't find, well, I did find something else, but I thought, I really like these. They got Superman and Batman and the Green Lantern and everything on their ass. I'd say the other word, but I saw some kids in here. Hey, wait a minute. Why are there empty seats there?
VIPs.
VIPs? Well, where the hell are they? So, if anybody needs a seat, excuse my French, fuck the VIPs and sit in their seats. They're not here. Sit in their seats. Go on. Let some of those people in. Just get in the seats. Come on, let some of them in.
Okay, no one's in.
Let some of them in. Open the door. Open the door! I'm not starting until you open the door! Hey, guy in the shirt, just open the door. If you don't open it, I'm going to come and open the door. Fill in because we don't want to, if they get me into trouble, I don't give a shit. Make sure you get a seat. Make sure you, and if you're asked then, if you can't get a seat and they do ask you to go, then you have to follow that rule, okay? All right? Don't I broke the rule, now we're going to have to work with them. Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
What's your name, pretty lady with boobs?
I can't help myself, but yeah.
I can tell you've already wet yourself. I'm kidding. What's your name? Dr. Rebecca House. Oh, Jesus, she's a doctor. I need an examination. I'm a doctor too, did you know that?
That you're a captain.
I might have put something under the bag there. You all slightly wet yourselves too there. No, I have an honorary doctorate in music and theater, so yes. So both
Highly educated people. Now, do you want to?
I love to, if it's okay with you, I love just, I mean, it's for these guys.
Yeah.
Go right to the questions.
Hello.
By the way, apologies because I did oversleep. An apologies to everybody for that. You're welcome. And you just accepted on everybody's behalf. So lube up, baby.
I wanted to say thank you so much for playing Captain Jack as well as you did, because for someone like me, when I was watching the show in high school and coming to terms with certain things about myself.
Which would be what? You can say, you know. You were a lesbian.
But it was just really really, really nice to have a character
Yeah,
played
it is.
so well on TV that I could relate to and maybe feel better about myself. So thank you so much.
You're
for that.
welcome. You're welcome.
My question is, I watched an episode of the show, The Making of Me,
Yep.
that you were on, and
Yep.
I wondered, if, it was really wonderful, and I watched it with my mother, and that actually helped her a lot, come to terms with me.
That's
thank you
so
for that.
70s. I watched it with my mother.
But I wondered if you had any particular memories from that were that you liked about it, or were powerful, or anything.
Well, the whole show was powerful, and the reason I did it was for that exact reason. I'm going to stand up. That exact reason for what you stated there. The fact that I am an openly gay man, but I don't like to just. Although I'm exceptionally proud of who I am and the person that I've become, and who the creation that I am. It doesn't mean we always have to necessarily stick the label on ourselves. But with that show, they took me on a journey to find out, because they didn't know. I know. Those of us who are know that we were made this way. It's not something we decide like, oh, when we're, okay, I'm going to have bacon, so I'm going to bacon and eggs, and I'm going to have a smoothie, and oh, you know what, I'm going to be gay. It just doesn't work that way, okay? And so they wanted me to go on the journey to see that if it was that, if it was nurture, or if it was nature, because that would then rock my world, because it would be something that I, would learn. But as we progressed down the line, and actually one of my great friends now, who was in that with me, Sven, who was the geneticist. He and I, kept in touch, and who wouldn't? A hot European geneticist. Oh my God. Anyway, so we kept in touch, and but you're born this way, and I knew it was going to be that outcome. But what I learned about myself, and I learned about others, is what makes me a gay man might be, women, lesbians and gay men are very different. The genetic and the makeup is extremely different. So what makes, are there any other gay men that you're willing to admit? What makes these two gay, and that gentleman gay, and myself gay, might be completely different. It could be a gene in me. It could be his mother's testosterone level when he was getting born, which is actually what they think it might be. That's what they think. I'm not saying it is, because when the female body produces a male fetus, when nature decides what sex the child is going to be, then female body, if it's not a female, inside her tries to expel the fetus, and pumping it with testosterone and female hormones to change it. And that's where they think it actually happens. So it is your mother's fault. And thank God it is! Because I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's so that's what I learned. And that was the thing for me, because every heterosexual person who is different and has different tastes and things and likes, it's exactly the same as what gay men and women are, and it's exactly the same. So, that's it. So, at the end of the day, we are all normal. Woo! Yeah! Let's see off my high horse now! Yes, young man. Hello, Captain. Hello.
I've been following your musical theater work for a very long time. I'm a huge fan, and as one theater nerd to another, I was curious.
Theater nerd?
Theater nerd.
Nerd! Gotcha. So you call yourself a theater nerd. Like, is that how you say whore over here?
But I was curious if you happen to have a dream role, and if you actually had the ability to play it.
I have the ability to do anything I want to do. And if I didn't, I don't admit it to anybody. There's no kind of dream theater role that I would have, because if I start saying it's the dream theater role, then someone will then push me to do it. I like to kind of, I don't live my life, for those of you who have read my books, or you know me from other things and you've watched me on telly, I do not live my life going straight down that middle road, which is the easy route. I kind of go down that middle road for a little bit, and if someone goes, boop, 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 over here, I go, and I take that track, and I let that happen, and then I come back to that middle road, and then something else triggers me, and I go off that way. I try to do things on a spontaneous level. I live each day, only in the moment, Like for instance, I can't tell you what I'm doing tomorrow yet. I do know I'm getting on a plane. But I can't tell you my schedule as soon as I get to Los Angeles. So that's how I live. And Ken well, Ken's gone now. He's so bored. He left. People who work with me know that. That's why I have an assistant and people to take care of that, because I like to really be here at this moment in time. I would love to do Mac and Mabel. I'd like, my sister and we'd like to rewrite the ending because it is pretty shit. And I know Jerry Herman quite well, so it's something that possibly could be done. There's lots of other roles out there that I would love to play, but you know, again, if I say them to you, it's online within a second. And then the surprise is kind of gone out the window. You know what I mean? But yeah, so thank you. But I'm possibly going to have another album coming out in probably next year, beginning of next year.
Yeah!
I went through the research for that on the plane on the way here, and I was crying my eyes out with some of the songs, because I just they're happy tears. Because I then start thinking about the stories and the things that I can tell that are related to the, you know, and for those of you who may have seen my live concerts, it's like, they're huge, big storytelling events and fun, and with the dancers, so I could really, anyway, I was having a nice time. Sorry, sit down. Yes.